Hey everyone, it's Nick here from PYGIO. I wanted to share with you an exciting update and a demo that we've built for one of our clients. I'm sure everyone has obviously heard about the craze that's going on in the space of generative AI and agents, but we wanted to just share a bit more on the work that we're currently doing. I'll probably set as a precursor to this that the majority of the use cases that we're seeing at the moment are generally text-based. So, your dialogue boxes with ChatGPT, Claude, Grok, Gemini, in a sort of type-only interface. But our perspective on it is that, a lot of the real value unlock will come from playing around with modalities. So, be it voice, image, video. So, we wanted to just share a quick demo and an example of what one of these use cases look like in the real world. It's for a client of ours in the credit space, so they're a lender, and the use case is a collections agent. So, a customer goes bad or they miss a payment, or the lender basically hasn't heard back from them. They've got call center agents, humans that make phone calls or send WhatsApps or emails to the customer. And try and get them to make payments on time or restructure their debt or whatever the case maybe is. And obviously that involves quite a bit of manual authentication, pulling information from a back-end system. And this demo will showcase a couple of those capabilities. So, just as a high-level overview of what the solution looks like, you've got your user to the left, which is obviously interfacing with the agent, and then you've got a chat agent, which is the block just to the right of it, which is pretty much just a smaller language model. Smaller being, a lot quicker, lower latency, and that will handle all of the text-to-speech and speech-to-text workloads. Obviously, beyond that, we've implemented some really cool things, from a token streaming perspective, as well as voice cloning. So you guys are in for a surprise with who's talking back to me. But being a smaller model, I think the issue with that is that it's not as capable as sort of what you see today with your GPT-4Os or 4.1s or O3 model series. So what we've implemented is a supervisor agent which sits behind it, and it can handle more complex, queries or do function calls or tool calls. So if the chat agent deems that it can't actually answer this question and it needs a little bit of help or it needs a little bit more information, it'll defer the request to a supervisor agent which can do higher order planning, reasoning, as well as API calls to the backend, which we'll show you in a bit. And this is pretty much fully simulating exactly what a human would be doing. So you can think of this as a human call center agent who's pulled up their dashboard, authenticated the user either via cell phone number or ID number, and then just runs with the conversation and then just tries to read and write back into the system. So let me jump straight into the demo, and then I'll explain exactly what's happening after that.
Hey there, it's Justin here from Credit Home to Support. Am I speaking to Nicholas?
Hey there, Justin. Yes, you are.
Great, Nicholas. To make sure I'm looking at the correct account, could you please provide me with your ID number?
Sure, it's 12345.
Thanks, Nicholas. I've pulled up your account. I see you have a mobile handset loan for a Samsung Galaxy S24 with a value of 24,000 Rand. Your monthly installment is 2,000 Rand, and you have 8 outstanding payments left. It looks like your account is currently 30 days in arrears. I understand this can be challenging, and I want to help you get things back on track. Can you help me understand what happened with the missed payment?
Yeah, sure, Justin. I actually just changed my bank.
I see, Nicholas. That's a common reason for a missed payment. To help you get your account current and ensure future payments are successful, we'll need to update your banking details. Could you please provide me with your new bank name and account number?
Sure. The bank is Nedbank and the account number is 6789.
Thank you, Nicholas. I'll go ahead and update your bank details to Nedbank with the account number 6789. Your bank details have been successfully updated. Now that your banking information is current, we can discuss how to bring your account out of arrears. Would you like to set up a debit order from your new Nedbank account, or would you prefer to make a manual payment for the missed installment?
No, you can continue with my normal debit order. Thanks, Justin. That'll be all.
Great, Nicholas. I'm glad we could get your bank details updated and ensure your debit order continues smoothly. Happy I could help you with your account today. Have a wonderful day.
Cool. So you can see the demo, obviously right at the end, picks up when the user wants the conversation to end. So it picks that up as a sort of a function call or a sort of end state in and of itself. But what's quite interesting here that we've implemented is these are real-time API calls to a backend. So you can see when I want to do, maybe I'll just start from the top, retrieve my customer information. So I gave it my ID number 12345, and based off that, it retrieved a lot more context about me, my current loan status, what loan it's for, and then injected that back into the model. And this will allow the conversation obviously to be a lot more personalized, and pretty much this is mimicking exactly what a human would be doing on the back end. And then conversely, not only just reading but then also writing back. So for each of these, for this input, it seems quite simple, but on the back end there's quite complex input parameter passing and validation, and then that's what helps us to get to Nedbank and 6, 7, 8, 9. The final sort of cherry on the cake is that we've also done a Twilio integration. So I'll show you exactly what this will look like in the real world. So I'm busy getting a phone call.
Hey there, it's Justin here from Credit Card Support. Am I speaking to Nicolas?
Hey there, Justin. Yes, you are.
Great, Nicolas. Thanks for confirming. To make sure I'm looking at...
Cool. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it.